Ash, why don't you try talking again? I think I think I might have had your mic pretty loud.
Okay. Well, welcome guys to the finale, the big race, DQ RTA Marathon number 3. It features a big race of 8 players of very varying skill levels. We've got people who have, I think, never actually done a race before, and people like such as Pop, who might be the world record holder in this game. So it should be fun.
He just might be. Alright, so once Ash gives me the go-ahead, I will start the timer, and everybody will start from their console power on.
All right, so I'm going to do it in chat here for him, and just you can watch my countdown.
Oh.
And go.
Well, welcome to 8 instances of Dragon Quest I for the Super Famicom. So this is the Japanese Super Nintendo version of the run that you saw earlier by Evil Ash on GBC, and it's actually very much the same run. There's very little that's different about it. We're going to be gaining some levels, we're going to be picking up some items, we're going to be killing a bunch of dragons. The first thing everybody did was picked up all the items in the throne room, just like usual, and grabbed an extra medical herb from a vase in the castle. And the next step is everybody's going to be heading over to the town to buy a club, steal a chimera wing from an old man in the inn so he can never go home again, and head over to the item shop to pick up a dragon scale for defense, 2 more torches to go with the first one that they had, and 2 more herbs, so for a total of 3 of each. It's at that point that they're going to just head out and start gaining levels.
Yeah, for those of you who have never seen this version before, it is for the Super Famicom, and it was only released in Japan. Unfortunately, we did not get a release of it in the West. There is a good, nice fan translation that you can find out there, but the closest thing we got was my run earlier on the GBC, like Star mentioned.
Alright, so it looks like Pop and Dina are out there fighting stuff. Everybody else is catching up to doing just that. They're going to be fighting mostly in a particular area where only 3 real early game enemies exist: Blue Slime, Red Slime, and Draki, for the sake of not being killed by ghosts, basically. So they're going to
Yeah,
want to
ghosts at level 1 are pretty dangerous. Even at level 2 they can be.
Your damage range goes up fairly significantly once you hit level 2, though, so it's pretty helpful.
One thing to note here is the number of experience that you need for each level is pretty close to the original. They kept the same numbers, but they increased some of the enemies' experience and gold that they give out.
Oh boy, did they increase it. There are many enemies where the experience and gold output is doubled, if not more so. And then you especially have cases like Metal Slimes where the experience output was multiplied by 7.
Alright, so I want everybody out there in chat to be watchful for all the CODs out there. We're gonna have to work together to keep track of this. So I think now's a good time to kind of plug. Oh, we have our first death. Looks like Howie took a COD there.
Oh, Cowie, no.
To a Madraki. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to mention that Star here has made a wonderful guide on learning how to speedrun this game. And it's a really nice and easy RPG to get into. You can learn it in a day and probably have a time even close to 2 hours
Oh yeah,
fairly easily.
It is a promise from me that if you get the basics down, sub 2 hours is absolutely free. You can even have tragedies happen, and sub 2 is free, I promise. Very, very nice, straightforward game. It's a really good entry to learning DQ RTA. Oh, there goes Pop, death warping out of call in order to save and reset so that he can make sure that he gets good numbers on his strength seed. And he rolled a 1, which means he's going to be resetting. Let's give you a closer look.
So we actually have Lavitz in the lead right now. He rolled the 3 on his strength seed, so he is headed out of the castle.
Got right out of there, yeah. So on the subject of this run being nice and short and fun and easy to learn, I'm going to run a tournament for this game. So if you wanted an opportunity to learn anything Dragon Quest related, really, here's a good one right here.
Yeah, and this is going to be the second one you've done, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we had another one last year, and that went pretty well. It took a while to actually hash out because we actually had several Japanese runners. It was difficult to, get scheduling done and things like that.
And we're slowly growing too, so hopefully we'll get some more runners. I might be able to join as well.
Oh yeah. So yes, I've got a scene of everybody. I've also got I've got 2 different scenes of 4 players each, for the sake of giving you a closer look to clutch points that might be happening.
Alright, so the key here, what everybody's looking for as they continue to grind, is getting level 4, where they will learn Fireball, or Gira, as it's known in this version. And with that, they will try to kill a couple extra higher level enemies that are on the other side of this bridge, and then make their way back up to Garai. Also known as Garenham in the original.
That's funny. The original spell names, the Japanese ones, follow this almost like Phantasy Star-ish kind of convention where they're basically, nonsense words in katakana. They don't really mean much, so you just kind of gotta know what the spells do. For instance, the heal spell is Hoimi. The fireball spell, or hurt, is Gira. And the sleep spell is Rariho. Things like that. So we've got several people doing their extra fights across the bridge to get experience and gold to cover everything. Got at least a couple of people in Garai doing their shopping, Lavitz and Sumdiener. And Pop is just about to enter Garai to do his own shopping. I don't think so. They follow some kind of weird convention. Like, for instance, Gira, the Gira system of spells has stuff like Gira and Begirama. Outside is Riramito. They're kind of just nonsense words, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah, like each level adds to the spell. Yeah, I guess Hoishin would know best.
Yeah, I mean, that's just my guess. I didn't really think, like...
Yeah, but funnily enough, the newer translation that they use for Dragon Quest games is actually closer to the original Japanese type of naming for the spells. Alright, well, we got our first couple people headed to the cave.
Ooh, that's right.
It looks like
So,
Diener just got in there.
the shopping that everybody did, or that people are doing still, at least some in Garai, involved filling up on herbs and filling up on torches until your inventory is entirely full. And what they're going to do after that is head to the Rocky Mountain Cave to the west of Rotatome Castle and walk through it blind so that they can have a full inventory when they get to a particular chest on the second floor. That chest has a 1/16 chance of having a death necklace in it. So they're gonna pretty much open that chest with a full inventory over and over again until it gives them what they want. Because most of the time it's gonna have a torch. But in this version of the game, it won't let you take something unless you have the space for it or you throw something away. So when it shows you you can get the death necklace, you just throw that away. You just throw a torch away and take it.
And that death necklace will sell for 1,200 gold, and they'll use that to buy the steel sword once we get to Rumildar. So it's not too hard to memorize. Well, you don't even have to memorize the movement. You just have you can just pull up a map and just watch it as you're going along, and you can just remember where you are. It's pretty easy. And in this version, you can actually see just around the edges of your character there, so you can see some of the walls, and if there's water in there, you can see that as well. So you can get an idea where you're at.
Yeah, it's one of the bits I really like, is that you can actually kind of see just a little bit around you with the circle of light around you in the cave, so you can tell where the borders of walls are and things like that. Every so often too, it's mostly useful just in case you somehow got yourself lost. When you enter or leave a battle, the layer that's obscuring everything around you in darkness seems to vanish for like a split second, and you can actually see everything around you. Like I said, it's only really useful if you get lost, but sometimes you get lost.
And even in an emergency, you can actually use the torch, but doing that, you'll have to take a different path and pick up some other chests before you get to the Death Necklace chest.
It's definitely not recommended to take that route through. It may be lit, but it's actually much more dangerous to go that way, due to getting the iron shield on the second floor much later than you normally would.
So we almost got all the screens in the cave right now, except for Cowie's lagging behind a little bit after that death he had.
We've got 3 people grinding for death necklaces right now. Looks like Lavitz got his. And Pop is continuing to grind out for his necklace. And so was Diener.
Let's see if anybody breaks my GBC record of 49. That was a lot. I was surprised.
I think Sargent is still way, way up there. He, quite early on, got over 60, I want to say. Or exactly 60.
Wow. It takes some luck to not get it.
Yeah, it's really good. You gotta be trying pretty hard.
So it looks like Pop got it. He's moving out. So once you see them light a torch, that means they got the death necklace, and they're moving on to pick up the other items in the cave.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Diener's still grinding out his. That's taken a while. And Nacho has gotten to the point where he's grinding out for his necklace.
As is High Spirits.
Let's see. Ellie is at level 5 and looks to be... I think he may have had a spot of rough luck in the cave, since he's level 5 and heading towards it again.
Yeah, there's some HP thresholds for each floor that you can stay at, but typically they only count for you to be able to run with for 3 tries, and even then you can fail all 3 and get killed.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Especially having to run from things like skeletons earlier is pretty tough. Like, you have 2 coin flips, and on your 3rd try, you've got a 75% chance.
Yeah, Nacho looks like he just died as well to a skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty unfortunate. If you've already picked up the necklace, it's not as bad once you go down there, because you can just use a torch immediately and get to where you need to go to pick up the remaining items.
Alright, so it looks like Pop's rolled up his strength seed. He got a 2, so he must have gotten a 3 on the first one, because he's happy with it and is moving on to Rimmildar. Diener is level 5 and looks like he's heading back towards the cave. Oof. The cave seems to be being unkind to people today. We've got at least 3 people heading back in for a second round.
Yeah, it looks like Lavitz has had to re-roll his seed a few times now, and he's kind of lost the lead that he had.
But he's heading out of the castle now, so it's still fairly close.
Yeah, so the equalizing point for the early part of the run is going to be the Golem split, because by then everybody has to be at level 8, and you have to make it to him. So all the experience levels will kind of even out with all the different encounters they're getting by that point. Yeah, it looks like Lavikan, or how do you pronounce his name? Lavkian. Lavkian. He's been at this chest for a long time.
Wow, he's still there. That's unfortunate. Now, I want to know how many times that was.
Alright, so we got our front-running players making their way over to Ramildar, where they're going to purchase the steel sword, which they got the death necklace for, and also they're going to pick up some seeds that are hidden there and a full set of keys.
Lofkian, wow. I wonder if we have a new record.
Somebody's going to have to check the tape on this one.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's resorted to walking away from the chest and then back to it and trying again.
Let's see, so Nacho looks to be on his second try of B2. Lavitz is on his way through the Marsh Cave to Remolder. LE2 is having another shot at the cave, as is Diener. I think the Countess may be on his way to the cave for the first time. Spirits is on his way to Remolder also, and Pop is doing his magic key shopping. Are we sure I didn't accidentally say no to the necklace? Well, maybe. At least it's still there.
He is still going.
He's got one of those poppy protected games.
Maybe there's a version of the game they patched it.
Cowness, more like wowness. Oh, he got it. He got it. Hallelujah.
Yeah, we're in there. This is the run. It's just sometimes that happens, and normally when you're just doing an RTA of this, you just have to reset and try again, because spending like, I don't know, how long was that? Probably over 5 minutes there. I spent 3 minutes on mine, and that was only 49. Yeah, so Pop is back here in Tentacle Castle. What's the Japanese name for it?
Rotatome.
Rotatome. Raiding the Treasury and topping off on his keys and picking up the Sunstone. Stones of Sunlight.
He's also going to be taking an herb and an HP seed from this guy's drawers.
Just raiding the old man's nuts.
Get them life nuts. Old man don't need no life nuts. He's done with them. It's time to let the old man go to bed. And waltz on off. Let's see, High Spirits 2 is raiding the Treasury. Nacho is on his way to Remolder, and Lavitz is in Remolder doing his shopping and stuff. Diener is rolling his second strength seed after having death warped successfully from the cave. And Ellie is just about to do the same once he picks up his. Countess tempting fate by moving his cursor and options while talking to the king about saving. And Lavkian 2 is about to roll up his seed. And if it's anything like his torch chest, he'll be here for 15 minutes rolling up a 2. I hope that's not the case.
I've been there before.
Popeye now has entered Garai's tomb in the town of Garai. He's picking up a life seed, some safety gold, and a safety key. The key basically being good for, if you get killed in this place, for the most part.
Yeah, you don't need nearly as many keys in this version compared to the Game Boy Color, just because we're only going to do the dragon loop 7 times.
Instead of actually going to fight the Axe Knight at level 17, we just pretty much YOLO it at level 15. Because on SFC, it's faster to get the rest of the experience by just grinding near Melchido over in the set where the Golem used to live. And High Spirits 2 is entering Garai's tomb. Looks like Lavitz is on his way there, after having raided the Rotatome Treasury. Lovkian is right on his way to Remolder. Ellie and the Countess are in the Western Cave. Nacho is doing his Remolder shopping. And Diener is touching base in Remolder very soon. Pop with those Kaishin. Kaishin no Ichigeki!
Manipulating that RNG, huh?
Sure, why not?
I wonder if it's possible to do that, like with, to say, like, Lafkian was holding the turbo button, at a certain rate, and
I've wondered about that too, if you were like just accidentally giving yourself garbage RNG sometimes.
Yeah. Turbo can do strange things sometimes. So it looks like Pop's now getting a couple extra encounters here after getting the Silver Harp. Just to get closer to level 8 by the time we get down to the Golem.
Ooh, there's a Wraith Knight, and it's gonna wreck him. There goes. Which is of course fine, because he's looking to Death Warp anyway. So he's leaving Garai's Tomb in a pretty decent time, a little over 28 minutes, given the extra experience he's got. Let's see, it looks like Lavitz has joined Pop and High Spirits in Garai's Tomb, although Pop actually just left. And it's time for Pop to do the Golem walk.
Yeah, so I'm still convinced it's more dangerous in this version just because of you can get encounters on full tiles and half tiles. And
that's probably true.
I think it increases the number of encounters you get between here and town there.
Yeah, I would believe it. Like, I mean, you'd literally take half the steps there on GBC. And it's not like we get to get rid of every single other step using half-stepping as much as you're able to do it. There's a good spot where you're definitely able to do it repeatedly. So let me actually touch on that. Something that you might have just seen Pop doing now on the coastline there. And he's continuing to do. It's called the half-step technique. When you move your character up or down, while kind of half overlaying an impassable tile, such as water or mountains or crags, the character will sort of clip around it, and since the game movement is in like half tiles, you know, you take like one half step to the right or left and then keep going down as you're still pushing down or up. The half of a step that the game makes you take does not increment the threat counter, and you can't get an encounter on that step either. So we use that to mitigate the amount of encounters we actually get over time, and it's especially important to use this technique on the way to where Pop is going. Right now he's gonna beat up a couple of monsters in the Domdora area to get to level 8. And then he's going to make a very treacherous journey through an endgame area over to Cantlin/Mercado /Melkido in order to fight the Golem. The Golem in this game has two important things about him. The Fairy Flute will essentially keep him asleep forever, because his check for waking up the first turn after you've put him to sleep will always fail. He won't be able to. He'll always stay asleep one turn after. And you can play the flute while he's asleep to reset that. So, in essence, even if you're going as slow as possible with the Golem because you've got no curative items anymore, you can simply swing your sword, play the flute, swing your sword, play the flute, and just beat him. He's free. However, that's not the issue. The issue is actually getting there. You can see that he's, you know, any enemy he runs into, he's pretty much got to escape from somehow, because he's going to get beat up. And so we employ that half-stepping technique along the northern ridge. Oh, and a knight got him. That can just happen. We use the half-step technique along the northern ridge to try and push down the encounter rate as much as we can. And as well, keeping in mind that many enemies along the way have quite a bit of weakness to the sleep spell. So if we have spare resources, say around the halfway point or further, you can start casting sleep on things because you've got a better chance to land sleep and take a hit, if you can heal it, than you do to run away on the first 2 turns. Your first 2 turns of Flea Luck are 50%, while your chance to land sleep is 85% on many of the enemies that it's worth casting it on. Chimera enemies, the Knights, unfortunately not Shadow Knight or his cousin Wraith Knight, though, because they're both skeletons, and skeletons don't sleep. Actually, I think Shadow Knight or Wraith Knight might have like a 10 or 12% chance to sleep, but like, why would you bother? as well, the werewolves have a 100% chance to go to sleep, so unless you're like in the most dire of straits and you have no curatives anymore, you pretty much always just take the hit and cast sleep because you're guaranteed to get away as long as you can tank it. And so using all of that, we improve our chances of actually getting to Golem and farming him for experience as much as possible. Of course, that doesn't mean that, you know, stuff doesn't happen. It's pretty difficult. Pop's name is Bopo. There's several kind of stock names that I've seen people use. Aae is one that many of them are. Bopo is another one. And the names are set the way they are because they promote HP and strength growth over everything else. And that's pretty much what we need to focus on. There's actually a table that you can calculate that with, the value of your name, and it's pretty cool. Like, for instance, I actually got kind of lucky and managed to get this as a name.
And Lavitz is using that name right now.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, he wanted to rap me since I couldn't race because I gotta talk. Notice in that name that I posted that the su is katakana, but the ta is hiragana, and that's on purpose. That's because the value of the name isn't right unless it's typed out like that. Your name has to meet a specific value to get the right growth type. That's it. Star!
Alright, so we finally got somebody on the Golem, which is High Spirits.
Oh, High Spirits is at the Golem. And so, Golem is free. Unless, of course, he gets a Golem 0 and misses it. That's always fun. Nah, it's just dashes, Sarah. It's not the kanji for Ichi.
Oh, Lavis just gave us a preview of what just happened. He died to a Shadow Knight. So you can see how dangerous this Golem walk is. Getting to him, once you get there, you're good, but getting there is the difficult part for sure.
Huh, I just saw Pop use Gira on the Golem. He must have just had 2 spare MP.
What's the hit rate on that?
I'm not sure actually, but I can check. If it's high, then that's certainly.
Well, if Pop's doing it, there's probably a good bet that he knows what he's doing.
It's probably at least like 80. He also probably wants to like catch up too, and he will, even in a race, he will definitely do some stuff to catch up.
Yeah, Pop is not only is he the world record holder, and obviously you have to reset a lot and take a lot of risks just to get that really good time. He is really good at racing, in that if he does get bad luck, he'll take the appropriate risks up to a point to catch up or get more ahead. And if he is ahead, then he will, take a little bit safer risks, all to finish first. I know Star has had a couple instances of that when he's been racing him a few times.
Oh yeah, I think he took a 4-minute lead from me that I had while we were grinding like endgame area in Malkido. That he was watching my experience situation. He did what he had to do by leaving the area early and banking on getting experience in Charlock. and caught up. It was fantastic. I was like, Pop, what did you do? And he's like, oh, I did this and I caught up. And I was like, oh, well, that's good.
It's like, I saw I was behind, so I did this.
For instance, I just checked that land rate on Gita on the Golem, and any damage magic has just about a 50% chance to hit the Golem.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, well, I want that extra damage, so he took it.
Right, so it looks like High Spirits is obviously the first person to defeat the Golem, followed closely behind by Pop. And we got a few other folks on the Golem walk trying to get there themselves. Had a couple deaths as well.
So Pop and High Spirits are in Melquito doing some errands, basically. They've both gone to the vault and put most of their items away. Their dragon scale and pretty much anything that's non-essential in order to make room for what they're going to need to carry with them, which is going to be a Chimera wing to actually get back home, and the rest of their inventory full of holy water, so that they can go start dragon looping. And Nacho and Diener are on their Golem walks right now. Let's pray for their safety. Lavitz is on his way to that general area. It's almost the same. On SFC, you actually have to talk to Laura, the princess, and kind of pick her up and go roll around in the swamp with her in order to actually reset the dragon. So there's a bit of additional dialogue also.
And some music. But yeah, actually, originally it was thought on the Game Boy Color version that you had to pick her up as well, until I think Geyer found that you did not have to, which obviously that saves quite a bit of time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he just like decide to to go try and die without her once and see what happens?
I actually don't know. I was not aware of the game being run at the time when he figured that out, so I have to ask him some point. Alright, so both High Spirits and Pop are now on their first dragon of the Dragon Loop. The first one is actually the most dangerous in that you're the lowest level, and you're going to end up spending most of your MP just to survive and get enough hits in to kill him. The dragon has, I believe, 153 HP?
Yes.
And that is the same every time. Every time. So, if you're really good, you can count down his HP and know exactly how much you can damage him. And the goal here is to have your HP as low as possible when you kill him, so for example, their High Spirits is at 11, which is really good. So now he only has to take 11 steps in the swamp to die.
Ma, High Spiritu-sama, ureshu gozaimasu. Ho.
So like I said earlier, we're going to be doing 7 of these total. The dragon fight changes slightly as you level up. So they got a level on that first dragon, so at level 12 it's going to be slightly different than level 11, and so on as they kill more. and they'll finish with the 7th one, and that nets them level 15.
Let's see. So Diener and Lavitz are at their golems. Nacho and Ellie are on. Nacho, Ellie, and Lavkian are all attempting to get on their way to theirs. Countess is in Garai's tomb
With 2 MP.
with 2 MP. Huh. And Pop is going to fight Dragon 2 with High Spirits close behind.
Yep, looks like Diener finished off the golem, so he's a fair bit behind the others, but looks like he is in third place currently. The Nacho also died to a Shadow Knight there. It's unfortunate on the Golem walk. He was just about to the bridge.
Just want to put out there again that we're starting our second Dragon Quest I Super Famicom tournament. I just posted a link in the chat for details how you can join. There are tons of resources and clearly a good number of players that you can tap into to learn how to play this fun and short speed run. It's a really, really good beginner's entry into Dragon Quest RTA.
Yeah, and the link I just posted there in chat has our Discord server and our compendium, which has some really great resources, including one written by Star for this game, or translated by Star, right?
Yeah, it's mostly translated from Maru's notes with some additional information added by Pop for the beginning of a race chart. I still do feel that I want to rewrite the chart in general, but of course, any questions anybody has, go ahead and ask away. We've got lots more resources than just that chart, too.
So we got Diener now starting his Dragon Loops. And Lavit's about to be finished with his shopping in Cantlin. He'll be joining them shortly. And we got the others making their way. We got a slime here on Nacho's stream. Let's see if he gets them. Nope, he ran away. Lavkian is fighting the golems, so he should be relatively safe to get through this. Ellie is continuing to do the golem walk, as is Countess.
Nacho had a metal slime, get away from him.
Yep. Alright, so Pop is jumping back here into, I guess in this version it's Ratatouille Town.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's going to buy another full inventory full of holy waters, so he can repel his way through another set of dragons. So this should last him until he's done with the dragon loops.
The dragon loop will be finished after 7 dragons are dead, which will get them to level 15. So let's see, if Pop just picked up Holy Water, that means he just finished up dragon number 3, and High Spirits is picking up his own Holy Water the same. So they'll both be on their way to dragon number 4. Ellie has gotten to his Golem as well as Lofkian. And Nacho, great. No, in SFC you actually have to pick up the princess and go play in the mud with her.
See, what you do is if you get enough princesses in the swamp, you can build a bridge.
Yeah, that's how dragons are born. Is a princess is sacrificed for every dragon. So, being the shrewd hero that you are, you know that the magically respawning princess can be sacrificed in the swamp to create the tasty, tasty dragon pinata of experience. So it's your figurative bridge to level 15. Either that or you just skip the whole rainbow drop thing and build a bridge out of Laura's to get to the castle. One way or the other.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned it, but the dragon in this version is worth 950 experience, which is why we're doing this dragon loop. It's worth, I don't know, how much is the next best enemy? Probably a red dragon, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say. Well, I mean, like, I guess Metal Slime. Metal Slime is worth 775 in this, but you can't really rely on grinding Metal Slimes in this version.
Yeah, so you can see quickly why this is worth doing it, even though it takes time to get all the way back and Death Warp and all that again. It's actually very close for as far as like grinding experience efficiently and just killing another dragon even later on after level 15.
I remember Pop saying that he did testing with every number of dragons from maybe just 5 even, up through 15, the amount it would take to get you to, I want to say 17, to fight Axe Knight. And found that 7 or 8 was the best point at which to stop. 7 or 8 is basically like the same.
And that's for the Super Famicom version, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what we gotta do is we gotta do that with GBC and figure that mystery out. If it's even a mystery.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to figuring that out eventually. So I believe we have everybody but the Cowness has defeated the Golem. And Cowness is making his Golem walk right now, it appears.
Get him, Cowness. You can do it. First try every time.
Stop typing in chat. Play the game.
Yeah, no kidding. Countess, please. Trying to cement his
it's all
boss
good.
leader status.
It's all good and fun. The point of this was kind of to showcase, all kinds of skill levels, and like anybody could learn this easily, and you get better over time. Eventually, you become like Pop, but he's been playing this for how long? Probably at least 3 years.
This for 3 years now. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
over that.
It takes a lot of playthroughs and practice.
He's been grinding these games too. Pop is currently the world record holder in DQ1 in the Dragon Loop category. There is actually another category that involves heavy manipulation using the Silver Harp to hunt metal slimes. But it's not quite as popular as running Dragon Loop. Because it's just difficult to actually do. The manipulations are frame-based and pretty tough. So he's got world record in Dragon Loop category. He's got world record in the Roto Relay, which is playing Dragon Quests 1, 2, and 3 SFC back-to-back. And he's working on getting world record in Dragon Quest 3.
Yeah, and these games in Japan are hugely popular. You have a leaderboard of 100 or more people on these first 3 games, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I want to say I know the Dragon Quest 3 board has like a cutoff of sub 4 hours and still has something like 180 people on it. I know there's at least I want to say there's 100 times for Dragon Quest 2 that I haven't actually gotten around to transferring to speedrun.com yet. And there's a pretty good deal over that on Dragon Quest 1 Dragon Looping as well.
Yeah, so this is by far the most popular category as well for this game. Japanese runs tend to be glitchless or very close to glitchless. And they typically also don't allow much manipulation of RNG.
Basically, if some kind of glitch or some kind of manipulation is allowed, it's because it like adds to the like strategic fun of things. I've noticed. At least that's what it looks like to me. Stuff like, being able to ensure that you hit metal slimes. You can't like stop them from running away or anything. But we do manipulation in battle to make sure that you always get that 1 damage on a metal slime. And other than that, there's things like the Dragon Loop bug. It's tough to even say whether it's a bug, actually, whether they intended this or not. Because, like, so for something that's like a bug, you'd think with further remakes they would, like, fix it, right? Because, it was a problem. And then they go and make the GBC remake out of this, and they still have the Dragon Loop. And then if you play the mobile version, you can still Dragon Loop. There have been 3 remakes of this game, all of which contain this so-called bug, so I hesitate to even call it a bug anymore. Things like that. It's something that adds to the, like, strategic play value of the game, like actually managing your resources, counting your damage, things like that during the Dragon Loop are all things that take skill. It's really, really, really difficult. You can't really die to bad luck during the Dragon Loop unless you like make a mistake. Basically, you might be doing worse than somebody else, but you're actually getting through the Dragon Loop, for instance, is a pure skill thing.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of why I like their type of categories that they have for these games, because it makes it a lot easier for like a new player to start learning. You don't have these crazy hard tricks or frame perfect things that you have to do just to get started and start getting competitive. And it's more like, you know, playing the game, having fun, getting better over time, more skillful.
We got four people picking up Princess at the same time.
Yep, I noticed that.
Let's see. Pop is headed north with Princess Laura, which means his Dragon Loop is over. So he's going to be picking up the Staff of Rain and heading over to Domdora to go beat up on Axe Knight and pick up Roto's armor, hopefully. Odds of Golem ambushing you. Is that even in this?
I've never seen it.
It does happen. And it's very unpleasant. But I can't tell what the chances are by anything from... Yeah, there's nothing that actually indicates what, like, first, like, being surprised chance is. I don't think it's per enemy or anything. It might just be, like, an overall kind of thing.
Like a flat rate of 1 out of 32 or something? Or 1 out of 64?
Yeah, it happened, Countess? That is very... yeah, that is very unpleasant. I'm sorry.
Sorry, we missed that.
Oh, no. Alright, so given Pop's higher level, he's casting Repel on his way down to Domdora, carting the Princess around. And he's using this skeleton, who basically can't hurt him at this point, as a good time to heal, because you heal much, much more quickly in battle than you do outside of battle. So just saving, you know, those few seconds by finding a chump and healing it there instead of, you know, healing outside. It's one of those things that keeps your time down. Tonic, I will not imagine any percent no LSS. You can't make me.
I want to say welcome to any new viewers. This is actually our finale of the DQ RTA Marathon number 3. Finishing up here with this mega race of the remake of the Super Famicom version of Dragon Quest 1. We had a whole bunch of cool runs this whole weekend and stretching all the way back to Thursday. If you could link the VODs, it's DQ RTA VODs. And you can watch all the...
Oh no, Pop got owned by Axe Knight.
Oh man. Hey, that's okay, that's in his world record run.
That's true, yeah.
So anyway, if you want to catch any of the VODs, they're up there on the... there you go, there's a link to YouTube on the RPG Limit Break channel. We're kind of borrowing this channel because thanks to Pwixel, and the RPG Limit Break Marathon is going to come up in about a month or so, and that's like an on-site marathon with all kinds of cool RPGs. We have a few Dragon Quest runs in that as well, so look forward to that. And make sure you follow these runners and be part of the community if you enjoy these games. We have all kinds of cool guides, a compendium that we made to help new runners learn these games, and we're slowly growing the community and running Dragon Quest games in the West. Alright, so back to the action. Looks like Countess finally made it to the Golem. And Pop is back in Hoskness to fight the Axe Knight for a second time. So let's see if this one goes better for him. You got put to sleep.
No.
Nope. So that's 2 deaths, unfortunately. Looks like High Spirits is there now as well. So now High Spirits is taking the lead, assuming he doesn't die. So basically, you just hold the X button, which is the turbo attack button, and pray. Hopefully, he doesn't put you to sleep. And looks pretty good for High Spirits here. Yep, you got him.
Yeah, the Axe Knight is a part that can be a lot harsher than the GBC run is in its current form, since we actually just go to Axe Knight and YOLO at the first possible opportunity to hold X and beat him.
Yeah, so High Spirits is going to go back around and grab the token and do the final part of the grind, which is in the mountain area just east of where you find the token in the swamp. And from there, he's going to get up to level, 17 plus a little bit?
That's generally how we'll do it if we want to be safe, and we're, by ourselves. If it's Pop, I'm not sure exactly what he'll do. He's definitely going to want to... I can almost guarantee he's going to leave earlier than that in order to get himself caught up, especially if High Spirits actually kills this Metal Slime, and he didn't.
Oh, man, that was close. So Metal Slimes in this are worth a lot more. Was it 700 and some experience?
Yep, 775.
Yeah. So originally they were only worth 135, I believe, experience. So they buffed those slimes experience quite a bit. So they are worth going for. They're not worth hunting for your grind just because they're so inconsistent to kill.
Unless you're Revenant Kyoku.
But yeah, they're fun to go after, and every once in a while you'll get one.
On Pop. On Pop. Whiffed sleep. Whiffed sleep. Got him.
Yeah, he's got this now, easy. Yeah.
Easy mode. See, Axe Knight's easy, no problem. Chainmail goes on the ground. Roto's armor goes on Pop. He can also take back an ever so slight amount of time due to the fact that he got healed, and he doesn't have to ditch a princess anymore. Even though High Spirits went to the inn prior, he can't just warp out using return and stuff, because he's got to ditch his princess. Pop doesn't have to do that, so he can take back a bit of time, just conserving MP to a certain point, and then leaving the grind area that he's heading to via using return.
It looks like High Spirits has had full MP though. He must have stayed at the inn.
Yeah, I saw him. He went to Rototom Castle Town first, and got MP for safety, basically, because this grind is a fairly long one. Headed to grinding up until around level 17 or to level 17. And oftentimes, you're going to have very, very low MP. I'd say your average MP might be low 20s at absolute best by the time you get to this area. If everything else went well, i.e. you killed the Axe Knight of the first try, and stuff like that. So, in that case, you would have very little MP to do things like heal yourself in an emergency. Because even though you have Roto's armor, and you've got a really good rate of healing walking around. Sometimes you end up below 50, and you've just got to be able to cast heal at least once to get yourself rolling to walk around to heal yourself again.
Yeah.
As well, you want to have castings of sleep on hand just in case Star Chimera start getting rambunctious with you, because boy oh boy can they. Especially when they decide that 2 hits in, they're going to cast Heal More and be at 75 HP, guaranteeing that you need to do 3 more hits to actually kill them. It's really quite a pain. Especially when you've only got 22 MP to play with. And since they're actually here, this marks a pretty significant difference between the current form of the GBC route and this route. It's after the 7 or 8 dragons point, it's faster to actually just come over here after picking up Roto's armor and Roto's token on the way, and just grind on regular enemies for your experience. And it's also safe to do so, since Roto's armor is healing you at twice the rate that it would be on GBC because of the half-tile walking system. You get an HP back per half of a tile, and your HP comes back at an incredible rate. This also makes Charlock Castle a lot easier to swallow later on.
Yeah, that's right. So just kind of a quick update, I guess, as far as placing right now. I think High Spirits is just slightly ahead of Pop, but they're very close. And then we have some Diener in the upper right there, trying to kill a Metal Slime. Let's see if he gets him. He got him.
Yosh.
So that's pretty big. He is very close behind now with that extra experience boost.
That's very helpful. The amount of experience of Metal Slime is worth 775. Oh my god, Countess's screen. Is worth about a minute and a half or a minute and 40 seconds of grinding in the Melchido area.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. As enemies around here give you what, around 150-ish XP?
I'd say the average is about 100. So you have werewolves. You have werewolves at 95. You have Star Chimera at 105. You have dragons at 135. And you have great wizards at 120. So your average might be a bit higher than 100 in total, but I feel like you run into Star Chimera quite often, to the point where, like, they probably comprise, like, close to half of your encounters here anyway. But that just might be me, you know, spitballing with superstition.
You got your star bias.
That's true.
Yeah, we got the other.
Like, oh, I'm a friend, and I'm really not. I'm their friend that kills them.
Yeah, we got the other guys finishing up their dragon loops here. Looks like Countess took a death to the dragon. But most of the other guys are pretty close to finishing up here. They're at level 14. So once they complete 7 dragons here, they're going to do their final death warp, or not. Once they complete the 7th, they will actually go pick up the Staff of Rain and then head down to the same area that our leaders are in right now. So again, they're looking for level 17 here in the southern grinding section. Level 17 plus the couple more kills. So the goal here is to collect the remaining quest items and then head into the final castle, Charlock, and then kill enemies on the way. So by the time you get to the Dragon Lord, you should get level 18 or very close to it. So you might have to do a little bit of extra grinding depending on your enemy encounters in the castle, but that is the final goal. You need level 18 to safely kill the Dragon Lord. It is possible at 17, but that is saved for world record attempts, most likely.
Oh yeah, or at least like a raging PB by 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, exactly.
extremely risky.
The Star Slime hero there is picking, you know, which robot master he's going to go pick on.
So I'll mention again, this version of the game is completely rebalanced from the original Famicom/NES version that some of you may know. They gave a lot more XP to and gold to what the enemies give, and obviously when we have an estimate of around 2 hours for this race, you can see how much faster it is. If you play the normal game or the original game, it's going to take you closer to 5.5 hours with a good speedrun route. Yeah, I guess I'll mention that also it's possible to manipulate the original game as well. You can also manipulate this game. I believe there's other times for that, Star?
As I I didn't look into it too hard, so the only other time I recall seeing for full manipulation was around like 45 minutes, which is probably due to the fact that you actually cannot put the Dragon Lord 2 to sleep at all in this version. There's no chance whatsoever, so they can't manipulate a chance for it to land.
Yeah, so there does exist manipulated versions of this game, but it's definitely not the popular category that everybody runs.
Nah. Even things like the metal slime hunting, even odd frame technique for always hitting them cause some contention with people, alongside, you know, stuff like harp hunting. I think there was some kind of argument because essentially the same sort of technique governs even odd hunting for metal slimes as well as the actual silver harp technique.
Yeah,
so
I could see that.
And things like, yeah, exactly. They were like, well, if this is allowed, then why isn't this? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's some divide there. Which
it becomes difficult when you have all these glitches or perceived glitches, manipulations that they're very similar, but you allow one in one case and not in another. It can be difficult to determine, you know.
Right.
But what should this category have?
In the end, it's pretty much going to come down to majority preference, because, well, if you don't have people playing the game, then you don't have categories anyway, right? So.
Exactly. And the people that don't like it will probably go to a different game. That's just kind of the way
exactly.
this stuff works. All right, we got a couple Axe Knight fights going on right now.
Yeah, I think that was Lavitz's second try. Looks like he got there. Unfortunately, Nacho did not.
Yep.
So Pop and High Spirits are both level 16, and I'm very curious about when we're going to see. I have the feeling we're definitely going to see High Spirits leave at around the, the 17 plus mark, and Pop potentially much sooner. We'll have to see how all this goes.
Yeah, see if Pop takes his normal calculated risks that he's known to do.
When someone's got the basics of this rundown solid, accounting for some, minor problems and not things like dying to Dragon Lord, but still for things like, say, a death to Axe Knight or a death to Golem, something like that, stuff like that. This run is solidly under 2 hours.
Yeah, and you can even get under 2 hours with a couple deaths if you know the route pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the mill guy is a cool slime with a cool sword, and he has already won the race. There's not much more to it than that.
Alright, Lavitz is back at the Axe Knight. Let's see if he gets through this. And Lafkin is right behind him. And Lavitz made it through the fight this time. Let's see how nice the Axe Knight is to Lafkin here. Okay. He got it.
That ruled.
When you get put to sleep right at the end there, it's usually not too good, but
nope.
He got lucky.
He woke up in the same turn, and then Devil Knight proceeded to whiff again. Well, he didn't whiff the first time, but he did whiff the second time, and gave him that opportunity to beat him up. Yep, this is the Super Famicom version, or Super Nintendo version.
So it looks like High Spirits is death warping here at level 16.
Yep. And Pop is actually at 17. And leaving.
Oh, looks like High Spirits timed that perfectly. He just got 17. That is some good calculation there. You couldn't have a better death warp. Alright, so now we got Pop and High Spirits heading off to get the final quest item, the Rainbow Drop. And they will be headed to the Dragon Lord's castle. Again, I'll mention that they are looking to get to level 18 by the time they reach the Dragon Lord, so a lot of what's going to happen is going to be determined on all the fights they get on the way. There are specific enemies that are worth quite a bit more. What we're looking for here are the dragons, the Kiss Dragon, which is also known as the Blue Dragon, and the Darth Dragon, which is the Red Dragon. They are very valuable for experience, so they will be looking to kill those, as many as possible, in the castle. But on the way there, they are going to both kill one more Princess Dragon here for the extra experience, so you get a 950 experience on the way, which is pretty quick. Unfortunately, we're going to leave the princess in her bedroom this time.
So there was some conversation about whether or not you'd be beating this game at level 17 or 18. Level 17 is definitely possible, but a critical hit on Dragon Lord 2 is mandatory. So you essentially have a 5% chance of clearing that fight. Meanwhile, at level 18, depending on how well Dragon Lord 1 goes, you have upwards of 95 and above % to beat Dragon Lord 2. And even at lower MPs, it basically is kind of based on how much MP you go into the second phase with. But it takes a pretty bad Dragon Lord 1 to have an unrealistically bad chance at beating Dragon Lord 2. And maybe we'll see some later. Who can say?
I would not be surprised at this point.
Well, there are 8 of them, so it should be pretty... There's a fairly good chance. And Pop is getting the rainbow drop.
So I guess I missed this, but some Diener is extremely close behind High Spirits here. He just killed his final
so he is.
dragon, and he is making his way down to the Rainbow Drop Shrine. So we got 3 people that are pretty close, so we'll see how this ends up.
We'll see. So we've got 3 people very close together entering endgame. We've got that's Pop, High Spirits, and some Diener. We've got Lavkian, Nacho Yakopu, Lavitz951, and Creative Ellie, all doing their Melchido grinds at various places. And Countess is proceeding with his Dragon Loop.
Alright, so they're going to make one last stop here in Ramildar to heal up at the inn and stock up on herbs and grab 1 torch for the castle. So you'll notice everybody is going to end with varying degrees of different HP, MP, and their final levels here, and that's all depending on what seed rolls they got earlier in the game. One that's very important is the MP seeds. They want to get at least 96 MP before they get into the castle, and I think unless you roll the minimum on all 3 seeds, you will get at least that. Anything above that, so 96 gives you, what is it?
12 heal mores?
12 heal mores, yeah.
Yeah, it costs 8.
So you get.
So yeah.
So you get 12 heal mores. Anything above that is bonus. So you notice Pop here, he has actually 98 MP, so he has a bonus 2 that he can use to, most likely to sleep a stone man later on if he runs into one, because they are very vulnerable to sleep, and you typically don't want to deal with them.
Looks like High Spirits had to stop and started his stream again, but it is back. Yep, confirmed. High Spirits is splicing in his own grisly demise at an Axe Knight.
So the layout of the final castle is slightly different than the original game. They change it a bit, make it look more like a cave, and you'll notice there on Pop's screen that the path changed a bit as well. It's similar to the original, but different enough where you'll have to learn the route through there. So these blue dragons, or kiss dragons as they're known in Japanese, are really good to get here. They're worth 180 experience. Yeah, kiss dragons. Usually when you're watching Pop play this game on his stream, he's saying, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hoping to get him. He just got another one too, so he's getting some good encounters here.
Up on the upper floors, it's all the kiss, 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 kiss. Get on the lower floors, it's das, 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 das. I'm going to step away very briefly before anybody gets to Dragon Lord, so I'll be right back.
Alright. So they still don't want to touch, there's a few enemies. They don't want to... so you notice right there, actually, there's one, the Stone Man. So Pop just used his extra 2 MP he had to put him to sleep, and he's going to kill him here for the extra experience. Since they're I think, one of the only, they're at least the most vulnerable enemy to sleep in this castle, so it's definitely worth it for them. And then the other enemy that they definitely don't want to fight here in these upper floors is the Axe Knight that we fought earlier, because they have no sleep. And usually takes at least 3 hits to kill them, and there's a good chance you can get slept and killed by them at this point. Pretty much everything else they're going to go after. Obviously they're keeping an eye on their HP, and they have some full set of herbs, 6 of them, that they'll use if they get too low. So you got all 3 of these guys, Pop, High Spirits, and some Diener, all in the castle here, making their way through slowly. And we'll see who comes out on the other side first. Again, we're looking for both to get to the final floor and to get to level 18. So they won't be fighting the Dragon Lord until they get that level as well. Sorry, looks like High Spirit stream froze there again for a bit. Hopefully Star comes back soon so he can fix that for you guys. When he comes back online, it resizes the window, unfortunately, and it covers up some of the other guys. Come back, Star. So it looks like he's just killing off a blue dragon here. There you are.
Man,
As soon as you leave.
as soon as I leave for a second.
So you notice high spirits. Ooh, this is dangerous. Oh no. Oh no, he died.
Ooh, yeah, I got beat up by a stone man. That's no good.
So he decided he has 99 MP. An MP for at that level for two things. You can use one sleep or one extra heal. And he chose not to sleep the stone man and run instead. And unfortunately, he could not get away. Alright, Pop has now made it to the final floor. Again, he's looking for level 18 here, and ideally he's going to find some DOS dragons, red dragons. In this version of the game, compared to the original, the red dragon is obviously the most dangerous enemy in the game. That's not the Dragon Lord or boss. In this version, instead of the sleep spell, they gave him stop spell. And nice Kaishin. And because of that, the red dragons are pretty much what Star likes to refer to as experience pinatas.
Crack them open for tasty, tasty experience. Yes, the MTI.
They're worth what?
They're well known as the fun police in the NES circuit, and I like to think of them as the fun police here as well. They are here to enforce having fun. They're here to hand out ice cream tickets and make sure that we're all having fun at the fair and that everybody's having a good time. And they do so by being worth so much experience. Like twice as much as the next enemy down, probably. Or just about, anyway. Yeah, Kiss Dragons, or Keese Dragons, are worth 180, and those guys are worth 350, so just a little under twice.
Yeah, and the other enemy here is the Armor Knights that... In this version, you still do not want to fight the Armor Knights, because they know heal more and control you. Not
unless you're in, like, a... You know, an oh my god, I need experience right now kind of situation. They are reasonable to fight, but you won't unless you have to, kind of thing.
Yep, and looks like Pop got 18, so he is about to do Dragon Lord 1.
Oh, here we go.
So Dragon Lord 1 is essentially the gateway to this final battle. He knows heal more and can put you to sleep, and he can control you for a long time, causing you to use up all your MP. Ideally, you get out of here with at least 64 or above MP. He takes usually about, 7 hits to kill? Oh no, he got...
And Sleep Lord.
Yep, so he got put to sleep at a lower HP, and unfortunately, that is the end of Pop there. And that's just how bad that fight is. Put you to sleep, and there's pretty much nothing you can do.
Yeah, especially when Dragon Lord chooses that nice low HP line for you to be asleep, as it looked like Pop ended up getting hit with that sleep at like 30 HP, and at that point there's nothing you can do. He's just going to cast Firebane and kill you. You need to be around 40 HP to survive hits from him.
When I've played that fight, and because that's happened to me a couple times, I'm like, well, maybe I'll just heal earlier, but then you end up spending more MP on healing when you shouldn't. So it's just bad all around.
Yeah, it's sort of like flip-flopped from the NES fight, I feel like, where I think Dragon Lord 2 is kind of your RNG master on NES, because he can punch you or he can use Violent Blaze, and you just really don't want him to do the latter.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on SFC, Dragon Lord 2 is a math lesson, and Dragon Lord 1 is the RNG Lord, handing out things like sleep until you die, and or machine gun heal mores to the point where it wears down all your MP. Oh, sure, so Diener is actually in the lead right now, being on B5 or B6 of Dragon Lord Castle, and working on getting level 18.
Yep, and sometimes it just falls into your lap. All you can do is just keep going. It's still not over for him, but he got that lucky slime earlier, which helped him catch up as well. So he still needs level 18, so he's just going to walk around here hoping for some red dragons.
Stone, moment, since he's on his way to Dragon Lord.
Yeah, Stonemen work too. If you're at full HP, it's usually pretty safe to kill him. The only downside is you're going to be pretty low by the time you finish them off.
Indeed.
So you can see he's doing some half-stepping here to try to get some HP back.
Those 4-turn Stonemen are always brutal.
Yeah, he's down to 1 herb now.
Yeah.
He still has not hit level 18.
Alright, good call running away from that thing. Oh, nice Kaishin. Look at that, a Kaishin from Roto Sword does not just kill a Stone Man. That's how sturdy those things are. However,
yeah,
it sure is dead now, and that means he's at level 18.
Alright, so he's just going to regen his HP here and go for the Dragon Lord.
Alright, here we go. Yep, Sumdiener is the audio right now. I'm gonna bring this over to a screen with a closer look at Diener for the moment. Get a better look at the Dragon Lord fight.
Yeah, so he's getting trolled a fair bit here. Oh, it looks like he just got him.
He's
so
in very good shape. He's in very good shape.
Yeah,
72
he's
is
got,
fine, and he's over the clip where he can use his herb to heal too. He only has 1, but might as well use it now, and I'm sure he's going to. Yep. So Dragon Lord 2 has a strict turn rotation. 1, 2, 3, and 4. On turn 1, he breathes fierce fire. On turn 2, he uses physical attacks. On turn 3, he uses 1 of 2 strong breaths, or weak breaths, I should say. And on turn 4 is basically the RNG turn, where he uses a weak breath or a physical attack. So he's keeping his HP above certain thresholds on each turn in order to outpace the potential to be dead. And he's going to attack on turns where his HP threshold is above there already to, for safety.
Yeah, and the HP thresholds take into account the worst possible outcome for each of the Dragon Lord's attacks.
Right. For instance, on turn 1, you want your HP to be above at 101 or above, because the maximum damage from Violent Blaze is 54, and the max damage from his physical attack is 47. Squeaked it out.
There you go. 21 HP left, no MP.
Nice job. looks like High Spirits is extremely close to his refight.
Yep, so I'm keeping an eye on Pop here. He's still making his way through the cave. So you guys watch High Spirits here. Nice Kaishin there. Alright, High Spirits is in good shape as well with 73 HP. And 96 HP here.
Time is when the end is showing at the end of the credits and the music is over.
So you notice High Spirits here is using some herbs as well. There's also some specific thresholds that you can squeeze in an herb to squeeze out some extra attacks in. There you go.
And Sumdiener wins with 146.06. Let's see, I'm going to bring back Dragon Lord fight Naza.
Yep,
And
so
High
Pop's
Spirits is
now
second.
back on... Yep, Pop is on the Dragon Lord again here. Hopefully he gets better luck. Yeah, so the number here to watch is usually the MP. If he gets down to around, yeah, so he's at 65 now, which doesn't leave him with a whole lot for Dragon Lord 2. It's just about the minimum you want to fight Dragon Lord 2 relatively safely. That was close there.
Yeah. He's going to be playing really tight with his MP and probably using lower lines if his MP situation is bad going into Dragon Lord 2.
Yeah, and it also depends on how bad of turn orders you're getting in this second phase. If you know it's going poorly through the first half of it, you can start playing a little bit more aggressively. Oh no.
Hey.
Oh no, Pop.
No.
I think he was one more hit away.
That's unfortunate.
And that last damage roll was enough to kill him. So yeah, like I said, he had the absolute minimum that you want in that going into that fight, and he got some pretty bad turn orders.
What was his MP going into phase 2?
It was 63.
Oh,
Or no,
geez.
65, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Either way, like that's still where it starts getting really sketchy.
Yeah, I've lost that fight just playing standard with an extra heal more, so it's not a free win, that's for sure.
Let me get High Spirits' audio for the Q.
An extra heal more, so
never mind, I'll hear in Discord. I'll do it when I see the end.
You can hear yourself.
Why, yes, I can see that. There we go. And High Spirits in second with 149.01.
Yeah, so we got, let's see, we got a couple more people in the castle. Both, looks like Nacho and Lavitz are pretty close to each other. Again, they're looking for level 18 still.
Yeah, Nacho is making his... Yep, he's in the Dragon Lord's throne room now. Let's see here.
Yep, so Nacho here is still looking for level 18. He's got 99 MP left, so he's got an extra heal or an extra sleep if he runs into a Snowed Man. It looks like he's still got 4 herbs left, so he's in pretty good shape here. I'm not sure how far away from level 18 he is. And then we have both Lavkian and Ellie also making their way through the castle. Looks like Lavkian had to use an extra heal more at some point. Sometimes you get slept by an X-Knight, and it's much more risky to try to run than it is just to spend the heal more and continue on where you're at. And you'll just have to get lucky with the Dragon Lord fight to be able to have enough MP for Dragon Lord 2. Alright, Nacho is starting his Dragon Lord 1 fight now. So you can tell when the Dragon Lord casts Heal More, he has a little sparkle above his head there. So you definitely do not want to see that. Usually it takes away 2 of your attacks, about equivalent to that. So you have to adjust how many attacks you've done on him, because you don't want to also go into the final phase with too low of HP. Alright, looks like he's in pretty good shape. Good HP, and he's got a heal more above the minimum.
Oh, yeah, he's doing good. Ooh, chose to use heal more on the first turn. I don't know if he was like out of herbs, but he also did get hit first, so it worked out. I think he might be going a little overboard with the heals there. Not sure.
It's working out for him though.
Yeah, so far. Let's see. Hopefully that the trend keeps going. Got him.
Yep, it worked for him. So GG Nacho, you got 3rd place.
Nice job, Nacho.
All right, looks like Lavitz is just
Yep,
starting the fight as well.
Hand sound over to Lavitz. Except I'm not getting sound from Lavitz, so we're not going to do that.
Alright, again, keep an eye on his MP here. He's at 80. So he can relatively safely use one more heal more here. Ideally, he does not use any more. And yeah, he's in pretty good shape here for this second phase. He played a little aggressive there on that first attack, but it worked out for him. I think he tried to run away, which you don't want to do on a Dragon Lord. He might still be okay here. Oh no. Fortunately, he took a death there. I think accidentally running away kind of threw off his pattern and he might have lost track of where he was.
Let's see. Back.
Alright, it looks like we both... Pop is finally back down there. Oh, it looks like Ellie is there as well. So we got a few people. We might have 3 Dragon Lord battles here at the same time.
Oh, wow. All right. Nacho in there with 157.25.
Alright, Ellie's in pretty good shape here this second phase as well. He's got over 100 HP, and he's got 1 extra heal more above the minimum.
Yeah, he's definitely in good shape. Thomas is doing something extremely good to distract us from Dragon Lords.
Oh dear.
3 Dragon Lord fights on screen right now. Ah.
Suddenly Taloon.
And
Alright,
got
looks
in
like,
there.
yeah. He must have had a Kaishin in there because he finished with a lot of MP left.
Yeah, he did. It was over 20, I saw.
Alright, looks like we got Pop here. On his third try at the Dragon Lord.
Oh boy, yeah. Pop and Lavkin are neck and neck.
Yeah, Lafkin is pretty good shape here. I think so is Pop. So they should be able to pull this out.
And Pop
There we
gets in
go.
there. And Lavkin's in
And-
there.
Yeah, very nice.
Countess is winning this race. Currently.
I think Taloon's winning this race.
Yeah, that too. Got 3 people in the credits right now.
You got those splits ready?
I do.
Alright.
I'm waiting. Ellie's just about to finish.
Yeah, so we use JRTA timing for this game. Obviously, it's Japanese, and they typically time from power on of your console all the way to the end of the credits when it says the end or end the music stops. So basically, a completely static screen. It's just kind of the way they do things. Which who doesn't want to watch the credits anyway after you beat the game?
Exactly. It's the end of the game. That's how you know it's the end. Oh, Pop is teaching Chad how to get world record. And Pop with 2:02:37. And Lavkian extremely close behind.
Just for reference, Pop's world record in this game is a 1:18:43. So that is at level 17. So you can see how much we are over that right now. He got pretty unlucky to die 3 times, or die twice to the Dragon Lord. But this game can even get the best of him.
Let's see. Well, there is no sound from either of the others. So if you'll give me a second, I'll play something for us.
Yeah, so we got Lavitz making his way back down to the Dragon Lord. One little bonus you get for dying to the Dragon Lord for the refight is you'll have extra MP. Because normally you enter here at level 17 MP, and we get level 18 down here, so we never get that MP refilled. But so he'll have one extra heal more as buffer for the Dragon Lord 1 fight. And Countess, I don't know what's happening there.
Countess is doing something very good, and that's all that anybody needs to know.
Yes. Yeah, make sure you guys follow these runners. We're on the RPG Limit Break channel here, streaming this marathon. They're letting us borrow this channel. But if you want to see more Dragon Quest games, make sure you follow these folks. And you'll see many of us in the various chats. All right, here we go. Take 2 for Lavitz. Nice Kaishin. Unfortunately, the Dragon Lord healed twice in between that Kaishin.
Countess will almost certainly survive his trip with his guardian spirit there. Let's see, Lavitz entering phase 2 in very good shape.
Yep. So it looks like Countess is deciding to raid the Dragon Lord Castle Treasury.
Oh man, I think he's doing what I think he's doing. He was asking.
Oh no, Lavitz.
Whoa, I look away for 2 seconds.
Did he go for the first attack on the first turn?
He
should have used an herb. I did not see. I was distracted by Countess.
Yeah, I looked away to move a window and. Oh yeah, yep, Countess is definitely planning on doing what I think he's doing because he's level 16.
Alright, I'm gonna step away just for a minute here.
There we go. Countess found what he is looking for. So you might notice that Countess, unlike the others, is doing stuff like spending lots of MP. Down here when he should be getting ready to fight Dragon Lord, but he's not. And he went into the Treasury to go get an MP seed. And well, I'm just gonna let what's about to happen happen. Right now he's looking to get level 17. I think I can guarantee that what he's going for here is not a level 17 Dragon Lord, though he may... No, actually, no, he won't try it because he's got no MP. He's not planning to do that. Not even a little bit. Nice Kaishin, though. I don't think he wants to be fighting Shinigami if he wants to do this. He said, I know what he's up to, and I'm going to let it be a surprise. Now, there's no faith here. There's no faith in you, Countess, but I have faith in you. I know what's going on.
All right, did we figure out what Countess is doing?
I know exactly what Countess is doing, but he hasn't done it yet. He's looking to hit level 17 first. This is the second DOS Dragon I've seen Countess get, which is nice. I think he can cut the 3.
Sure, we had a 2.5-hour estimate on this. I don't know if we can do 3. Uh-oh, is Pop trying to spoil something?
Nah, Pop's spoiling the surprise.
I love what, like, when Countess gets into a battle, you get like a flash of Taloon.
Right? It's perfect. You can't stop it. It's coming.
It will haunt your dreams. Yeah, I guess at this point I'll also mention this is the very end of our DQ RTA marathon, and Star just posted a link for all the VODs. They're not all up yet, but you can watch them all there.
Countess is level 17. Countess, did you actually use your fancy MP seed? I know you picked it up, but I don't think you used it. Not that it matters where you're going. Where you're going. Did you actually use your fancy MP seed? Oh, God. I know you picked it up, but I don't think you used it. Not that it matters where you're going. Where you're going. Did you actually use your fancy MP seed? Oh, please. I know you picked it up, but there it is, okay. Sorry about the echo. Somebody's sound kicked in from a stream suddenly, and I had to find out which one it was. So let me explain what just happened to Countess. He joined the Dragon Lord. What happens when you join the Dragon Lord in this version of the game is you cast Reset, or you cast Return apparently, and you go home. So anyway. What happens when you join the Dragon Lord in this version of the game is, it doesn't just, like, hardlock your game like it does on NES. You get Dragon Lord laughed at, and then you get kicked back to Remulder after having had a terrible nightmare, apparently, as the innkeeper notices. It looked like you were tossing and turning all night. It was terrible. And then you are in Remulder, and you go to the inn because you're not healed, actually, after that kickback.
But you still have the sword?
You still have the sword, you still have your experience, you've still got whatever you want. Whatever you got. You've got whatever you want, it's a cheat. So... it's actually something that you can do, which definitely takes a little bit longer. Is, kind of go down into Charlock at level 16, get experience and stuff like that, and then grab this one MP seed, the only seed that we don't actually get in the rest of the game, and use it. And then
Countess, what are you doing?
I don't know what Countess is doing.
Oh my god. Alright, let's watch Lavitz finish here.
Yeah. Lavitz is asleep.
Uh-oh.
Lavitz is dead.
Dead.
Sleep Lord, man.
If you want to jump in here, High Spirits, feel free. I know you're in the channel.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Oh, super good.
Oh, that's good. Okay, no more creepy voice.
I'm not sure if creepy is the word I'd use, but it works.
It's very, very smexy.
Oh, that's a word.
Sorry,
too.
I got in the mood after that puff puff earlier.
Oh, that's true. Puff Puff always gets me going. I mean, thinking about that Puff Puff and just looking at this big, big Taloon face, I just don't know what else to do.
Oh, great. There goes my puff puff. Now you just ruined it. I mean, I love Taloon, but that mouth, no.
Oh.
Every time he gets into a fight and I see that giant mouth.
That big, big mouth.
How did he do that? Like, how did he get that overlay like that?
He probably just chroma keyed the gray.
Probably,
like,
yeah.
Because it's not like, you know, that flat black in all the text boxes in this game. It's like that just kind of dark gray instead.
Yeah, I guess.
But then again, yeah, it's working on the black stuff too. Yeah, you just color keyed black and stuck Taloon there, and it's very, very good. So mind you, Countess still has to actually get all the way to level 18 also. He's also got 74 MP.
Did he ever use the seed?
He did, but I think he may not have gone to the inn in Remolder.
Maybe
He claims he did.
Can do it in 9 heal mores. I don't know.
Well...
Banking on that crit.
And he's leaving.
I guess he didn't use the seed or the end. I guess that just answered our question right there.
Oh man.
This race is finally moving.
This isn't randomizer. You're not going to kill the Dragon Lord with 74 MP.
This race is definitely going. He used the seed. He used the seed, but he spent quite a bit of MP actually, you know, getting to Remolder, and then did not go to the inn to restore it.
He just cast return like 3 times accidentally instead of repel.
Yeah, that'll do it too.
So, guys, this is supposed to be the finale, but apparently it's going to go on till tomorrow morning, so enjoy, you know, the rest of the night.
The rest of us are going to go to bed.
Oh, that's why you guys told me to talk, so I could take over commentating for the next 3 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah, that works. Like, if I head over to McDonald's now, then Countess might be level 18 by the time I get back, right?
I'm all out of donuts.
That does pose a problem.
Oh, well, some people are in Asia, or, you know, so it's already 11 a.m. Okay,
Yeah,
Cowie, you got full herbs now, Cowie. Make sure you got herbs. And you got a torch and a key to open the door. You know, we got to go through the checklist here. Wait for him to open the menu to check.
Come on, Countess. You and your guardian spirit can do it. Tornico is looking out for you.
4 keys, 6 herbs. I think he's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he opened his menu.
Yes, Mom, I have keys.
Go to your room, Cowie. Don't make me make a rug out of you.
You were in the lead for a good bit of the race.
Oh, I know.
Spirits.
And I got trolled by that stone man, too. That didn't help. I had some horrible encounter rate. Like, it seemed like every 3 steps I was getting into an encounter. The only reason I stayed as that good as I did is because Pop had worse luck than I did.
Oh my god. 3 times Dragon Lords.
I know.
Ellie, Pop, and Lovekin all finished very, very close, though. Let's see, they Let's see.
Yeah, only a minute, so minute
Yeah,
20
it's like
between them.
A minute 20 between them. That is half the time of the actual credits themselves.
Yeah. Go do it, Cowie. Get him at level 17. Like I said, you got plenty of magic.
Six extra MP just means you have 2 heals, so you essentially have 2 extra herbs.
Yeah, there you go. You got 2 extra herbs.
It's really not a bad thing.
Well, it depends on the damage rolls.
That's true.
If he gives you bad damage rolls, that's not going to help you out a whole lot.
Heal is nice though, because it's got a more stable range than the herbs do. The reason the herb line is what it is because the herbs actually heal from 20 to 35. So you wanna plan for like 20 or like low 20s just in case they decide to screw you. But
he just used Radiant. There goes one of his heals.
Oh, that's fine. You can just spend the other 2 on putting Stone Men to sleep or something.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta tell that face no, like whatever.
Yes, I'm gonna tell that face no. Why?
Yeah,
because that face just got a 1,200 gold offer when I wanted 1,800. Sorry, Dragon Warrior 4 flashbacks.
So heal actually has a lower top end at 30, but a more stable range of 25 to 30. So it's a better thing to bank on during the Dragon Lord fight if you happen to have the MP to actually cast it. Of course, every last MP possible should just go towards heal more because it's heal more.
He heals a little bit more.
Just ever so slightly.
So Lavitz is making his way through too. By the way, for those who don't know, I don't have the direct feed that these guys do, so I see it the same time you guys do. So,
High Spirits is pretty much just like kicking back and thinking about Tornico, and that's his feed.
Man, I wonder what's his mystery dungeon looking like tonight. Oh yeah, it's me dying again trying to go into it.
You should see the rest of Cowie's feed here. He's got a Spirit Cowie and a Sophia.
Oh yeah, it's doing pretty good. And the sentence, I don't think this is DQ4.
I should look that up. I don't know what his server is though.
Oh, hold on, I'll send it to you.
Okay. It's not gonna work very well for me, but I can at least see what it looks like.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Okay. Kai. Wow.
Right. Like I've said multiple times by now, he's doing something very, very good, and there's nothing anybody else needs to know about that.
Yeah. That's an interesting picture of Sophia, though.
That's true.
He did a bad job in Photoshop, though. You can see the little dot to the right there that he forgot to erase.
Yeah. That's alright, that's not showing up on the stream anyway. Just his masterwork with Tornico.
Yeah. Oh, he needed something to do.
Yeah. He needed something to do while he was playing Dragon Quest 1.
Yeah. You can't just speed run and not do anything. Come on.
Well, obviously.
Oh, okay. He didn't even use Photoshop. He used Paint. That's why.
Yep.
So it looks like Lavitz is in the final room. Give it another go. Hopefully he doesn't get distracted this time and remembers to count the returns properly.
All right, Lavitz, let's do this.
I think he's past first try, Cowie.
Let's see, let's give us some Dragon Lord music again.
Uh-oh. He just typed "oh" in chat. No, Lavitz, no.
No. Oh.
43. He's got to go first here.
Geez.
He's
geez.
got to go first here.
He had 43 left for Dragon Lord.
Maybe he'll live. Maybe. I mean, unless I'm that far behind. That seems doubtful.
I'm dead. Never mind.
Yep, never mind. Yep, got there.
He got the heal. He got the heal
60%.
first.
Good old 60%.
I think that happened to me the last marathon. Last year when we had the marathon, I got like a crit kill and went into the fight with like 53 health or 43 health or something, and I had to pull off a first try heal more.
You've got to get a king disappointing crit if you're gonna be fighting King Dragon. You know, you get the disappointing crits on the regular dragons. You get the king disappointing crit on the King Dragon.
Yeah, I had one green dragon where I crit on the last attack, and I had like 55 health left over.
Those are always the tastiest treats. And then I get to walk around looking at Magidrakis going, what am I doing in my life?
For the next 4 encounters, yeah. Okay, how's he doing on Dragon Lord? Looks like he has lots of magic.
Looks like he's stable. So far,
Hopefully
so good.
just don't miscount, that's all.
That is turn 1. Alright, good. Turn 3. And turn 4. Was that? I hope that wasn't turn 4. How's it going?
Cowie's going for level 17.
Oh, looks like he got there. He got there.
Hey, we did it.
Yay! Okay, maybe he is farming to 18. I was like, don't tell me he's actually going to fight at level 17.
Nah. His plan was to get some extra MP with the seed and then come back and do that, basically.
And still have average 8 MP.
Alright.
GG.
I've never spent so long on Dragon Lord, and I never will again.
Rabbits.
Oh, we all spend that long on Dragon Lord at some point.
So I was +9 at Death Warp, and I'm now +44.
Nice.
No, I forgot to split again.
That's okay. Ellie left his timer going. He's like +40 minutes on the end.
Oh, rip.
Oh.
He hasn't realized he had to stop. He's like, okay, when is the end screen gonna go away? That's when I stop the timer. You gotta mute your stream, Lavitz.
I'm not getting anything from him. Oh, and,
I'm hearing
it is in Discord, actually. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lower it so it'll stop, because it's my fan is making it pick up, and it shouldn't be.
Shinigami.
There we go.
If it's the last thing I'm due, I do before we have another marathon, I'm going to carefully teach everybody how to feed only game audio.
Oh, that's easy. That little microphone button I have on my OBS, I click that microphone button until it's gray. Nope, this is actually the finale, Com. This is the end of the marathon. It's been 4 long days.
If you would like more DQ1 races, you can check this out.
Mm-hmm. Or you can follow all of the runners. Too slow.
Aha, that wasn't my plan anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. And follow commentary because they're runners too.
Gosh.
We had 4 people beat Pop.
Yeah.
The West actually won. I am very confused.
I can retire happy tonight knowing that for one night I was better than Pop.
And I blame Ash for all of this, because early on he said, oh look, Lavitz is in the lead. And I'm like, I am now going to die 1 billion times.
That's what you get for listening.
Well, he's level 18. He's going for Dragon Lord.
Oh.
Come on, Kawi.
Forgot to split.
You're not Yakuza. Only people who are Yakuza deny it, Pop.
looks like we've got another
Haven't.
King Dragon, so let's bring back the King Dragon. And while we're at it,
He has lots of magic.
let's give
Oh, wait.
Countess the billing he deserves right now. Oh god, oh god.
Uh-oh, did he just go in?
Uh-oh.
Don't say uh-oh. You're ahead of me. Oh, he's healing a lot.
He went first.
Oh, wow. Dragon Lord 1 went first?
Dragon Lord 1 went first? What? What? I didn't even catch that because I was too busy making him big.
Dragon Lord 1 went first.
As soon as I make him big, there's 0 HP.
Gotta get that Taloon in high definition, man.
Actually,
Golly!
let me see if I can do this a little better here. Do this better than the way it is.
Oh, you guys
There
are
we go.
about to get
Oh,
disturbed, I think.
I'll fix this in a second. Don't worry about it.
I think the con counter's broken.
Your bot is broken, Cowie.
Oh, you even have his Sophia and Pali Yowie off to the side?
Yeah.
We're part of it, at least. Oh, there. Oh, there. Ah, look at that Taloon. Ah!
This is difficult to look at, and that's the way it's intended.
Trying to scare everyone off. How can you not love an ugly mug like that? Come on. Come on.
There really isn't another way to finish this.
This sums up the marathon in one screen.
It is very apt.
A pimple on Taloon's face.
There we go.
Please go to Rimildar. Please go to...
He's just taking the scenic route.
Yeah. No one knows what it is, Cat. This is what
Perfect.
happens after, you've been up all day and all night because he had a speed run to do last night, and then he had like another marathon run to do today, and now he had this. I'm pretty sure he's running off of like 2 hours of sleep.
What this is perfect.
He probably doesn't even see Taloon right now. He's so delirious.
There isn't really anything else to call this but perfect. Still watching Ellie's timer count.
Go, 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 go.
Go, Ellie, you can do it. You can watch the end.
This is the Countess. It's in the bottom right corner. He is
I could probably
trying to
just-
finish, in a respectable time. For the NES version. I think this just proves that Cowie dreams in Taloon. Like, all he dreams of is Torneko Taloon.
He sees everything in Taloon vision.
I guess
Probably
if I
just
were
walks
counting
around
this
all
alone,
day in
it's
his pajamas with an abacus around his back.
If I were getting
Hey,
beaten by Yetis all day.
I wonder if he has nightmares of Yowie Powies getting turned into rugs.
I feel like this is potentially his nightmare. and that he's making it all of ours right now.
How long until it's not respectable anymore? About 15 minutes ago.
The last time I played this badly, I PB'd by 15 minutes. So I can only assume that when I stream this game tomorrow to try and like redeem myself, I'm going to get a 134.
See, that's respectable.
Yeah, that is basically what I did after Scrubathon when I played that one year. I have never seen a sub 2 marathon run out of myself, because I've only done 2, and they were both like barely over 2 and then like 205. And in Scrubathon, I took that 205 and I was like, no, nuts to this. I gotta do something about this. And I immediately ran it back, and that was when I got my current PB, and it was a 133.34. And when I'm going to beat that, I just don't know.
Don't you hate it when you get a roto in your mustache?
Same.
Every time I eat toast, I end up with road toast stuck in my mustache. It's terrible. It gets all in my beard.
Yeah, we've all been crying for the last 30 minutes, Cowie.
Those splits on my 133 were just obnoxious. Like, they're beatable without the kind of luck I had, but like, I had like at least 1 crit on Golem, if not 2. He just kind of laid there and let me kill him. Diener, you can absolutely go to sleep. It's okay. Everybody else is.
You can't betray us. We're all like sticking through this.
As far as we're concerned, this is the bonus stream at this point. Thank you, everybody, for watching Dragon Quest RTA Marathon 3.
I think the top of your screen is cut off. No, wait, never mind. Never mind. I'm seeing things now because I think I'm tired.
I think we're all pretty tired.
Given that I had to be up until like 7 in the morning that one day, I'm actually not tired, and that's probably gonna destroy me soon, but that's okay.
Oh, great, now he's lost.
Oh, good.
I'm so sleep deprived. Like I can't stop laughing at literally everything that is going on right now.
Are you suggesting, Plexel, that this is going to take another 361 days to get through?
I mean, it is Cowie playing not Dragon Quest 4.
I mean, right now, Cowie's just kind of like...
He's literally lost!
Laying on the ground, rolling around in his pajamas, giggling hysterically.
He's literally lost right now. Yeah, he's like literally lost right now. He's back on track, though, but...
DQRTA 4 starts immediately after DQRTA 3, during which I am going to be the sole runner of Dragon Quest Monsters Battle Road Victory for 4 days straight.
Do I get to
I'd watch that.
Do I get to sleep?
Yes, you get to sleep.
No, he's on the right path now. He was lost for a while, but he's on the right path now.
Don't give Cowie your energy. We need to tire him out so he'll actually beat the game.
Or give up trying. This, guys, is what Dragon Quest speedrunning does to the psyche. No. Eventually you turn into Tulun.
Oh no. At least I'm a shrewd businessman with a lovely wife who beats me all the time.
But you get free sandwiches out of it.
That's true. I do like sandwiches.
How do you think I got through Dragon Quest 7? Sandwiches.
Well, that's right, Lemon. As I previously said, as far as we're concerned, this is now the bonus stream. The race is over, and Countess is now entertaining us with this big, nice merchant.
He's going the wrong way again.
I think he's fine. He's heading down to he's heading down to B5.
I'm disappointed he's not using the one that like moves. that he normally has.
Yes, guys, this is the bonus string. We brought in the clowns.
Like, this has to continue because you know what the final screen is going to look like.
This is going to be a
You know
giant
quite
solar
well
head.
what the final screen is going to look like, and if we don't get there, it's going to be a tragedy.
Oh, I didn't even think about that until now, and it's all I can see. Yeah, Star has Battle Road Victory.
I do have Battle Road Victory.
Actually,
It's a
his
very nice
name
game,
is-
but it's like, I don't understand how to play it properly, to be honest. It's a
His
very
name
simple
is-
game.
is both Taloon and Torneko. It's Taloon in the English version and Torneko in the Japanese version. And in
Yeah.
like the recent English ones, they name them Torneko Taloon, so they could just name them both.
I was gonna say, I think they actually pulled like they pulled the same thing with Ragnar. They call him Ragnar McRyan because JP Ragnar was actually just named Ryan.
Yeah.
And that's why Alina's last name is Tserevna.
I think that's
Which
actually
is very
just,
amusing for the rest of the family.
Is
Ooh,
that
nice
actually-
crit.
Is it her last name? I thought that was just like a or a Russian, like female.
It literally
czar.
means like princess,
Yeah.
but they've turned it into her actual last name.
It's
So
her
her
actual
father
last
is
name, too.
King
Oh.
Tserevna.
Oh, I see.
King Princess.
So it's King Prince. Come on, cow.
So does the Dragon
Come on,
Lord have any
Kelly.
magic left? Because I've seen him cast. Uh-oh. I see sleep.
Oh. All right, easy mode. This is easy mode. He's got 88 MP.
Don't say that.
That was
He
very.
has 88 MP. What do you do? Cast the heal spell?
He went in with extra MP. Or
Oh,
he's
I
got
see,
90. He's got
91.
91.
I'm like, wait a
Effectively-
sec. Did he actually cast the heal spell?
Okay. This is,
Uh-oh.
all right, this is very good.
Uh-oh, you guys are in
55 is
for
a
a
little bit low.
surprise here.
There's a much more dangerous enemy on the screen for some reason.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Now I'm not
Whatever
sure what the
he
turn
does,
rotation
he's not
on a
party chat.
Kawayawi looks like.
If you go by Dragon Quest Builders, he licks you and then swipes at you, and then licks at you and then swipes at you.
Oh, I see. This might be our most dangerous threat yet. King Powie. Or the Yowie Lord.
You should have put Sophia at the bottom of the screen, so it was like Sophia fighting Paoyawi.
Why are you giving him ideas?
Yeah, why is 1,600 people watching this? Because you guys
Because
all
it's the
love Tornado
bonus
Saloon.
stream!
It's the bonus stream!
This is bonus!
This is when we don't care anymore.
1,600 people watch me have the second worst run of my career. Feels bad, man.
So how did it
That's
feel
all right.
having Dragon Warrior 2 on the front page? You got to show off that game to the world.
It was pretty special.
Oh, I was sleeping during it, so I don't know how that happened.
You did it!
Oh
Oh my
my
god.
gosh.
You
Oh
did
my
it!
god.
We did it.
You
We
did it!
did it.
No! What are we gonna do for
We
the next
did-
3 hours? All our content is gone.
We're going to live, high spirits.
No, we're
Going to
sleep.
live our
We're gonna
lives.
sleep.
There's only
That
one
too.
thing we can do.
So,
Star needs to walk me through DQ2 because I will never beat it otherwise.
Walk you through.
The game is evil. I can't even find where Kanik went to, and I don't know what the name of the town is or what
He
direction
went-
it's in.
Well, he went to the holiday.
I don't know
Inn.
how I found Kanik. To be perfectly honest.
oh yeah, you actually have to go to like Maiden. You actually have to go like to Meidenhall.
Countess,
for
he's not going
Zelda.
to. He's not going to.
You have to line
The
up
king
with the
will
king.
not deal with your disrespectful
Oh yeah, you gotta be
conversation
right.
skills.
You gotta be right in front of him.
Now, the reason the king actually continually rejected him like that was because normally Laura would be at his side if you played straight lace basically, and you'd be walking off with her, and she'd join you that way from the king's side. So
Yeah.
you can't just do that basically. Otherwise, your sprite's not in the right place, and neither is hers. And oh my god,
He did it. He talked to the king.
The king will not
man.
have any of this rude half-step conversation technique.
He will not allow the speedrun talking.
Well, if he didn't want me to talk to him from the half step, then he should at least let me half step off of him, so that when I try, I just turn away and look at my feet.
That was not a run, Countess.
One more finale.
Good
That
luck,
was a
Clark.
slow crawl through insanity.
One more finale. For the Countess.
Oh my god. Oh, what the ending is doing to this. It just doesn't know how to deal with it.
It knows. It knows quite well what it's doing.
Oh man. Oh, with the tops of the buildings like that?
Like every time it's like giving a name or whatever, and then there's just a picture up top. It just is so confused with the bottom half of the screen.
I know, this is so freaky.
This is perfect. Everything
Like
about
the
this is
rude-
perfect. Thank you, the Countess, for your terrific Let's Play of Dragon Quest 1.
Thank you for entertaining us tonight.
Taloon Guard is definitely my favorite continent in all of the Dragon Quest games. That's for sure.
Now, if you would like to see Dragon Quest speedruns, follow all of these runners. Except for the person that's first. Because he gives great Let's Plays. No. No sub. Oh, he's gonna get sub 3 at least.
Oh yeah.
You're first in your own mind, Connie. That's all that matters.
The end.
Woo! We did it! We're
What
stuck
an
with the
end.
giant Taloon.
The end.
Sub 3, man.
Oh, what a magnificent picture.
We
She goes
did.
right along that
Isn't it
mustache so well.
Perfect.
Oh. Don't even put Callie's name, put like Taloon instead. Because clearly Taloon is the one who got to the end. He got it stuck in his mustache. That's how hard he was in there.
I can't be bothered.
This is the only way to end the marathon.
It was such a good, straightforward marathon with nothing going wrong. It didn't let me and Callie play video games. I think he's now know better.
Bum 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 bum.
Well, we'll just tell everyone that, goes back and check the VODs of this marathon. Just ignore Sunday. We had a good 3 days. We had
Thank
a
you
good
everybody
3
for
days.
watching our bonus stream. And thank everybody that had anything to do with this marathon. This was a great weekend. I had a lot of fun. I hope y'all did too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely thanks to the Evil Ash and Star for being the tech crew for, half the marathon. The other half they were just letting me restream. They were just letting me stream directly to the marathon. And of course, big thanks to RPG Limit Break, who hosted us this year, and has a marathon coming up. In about a month and a half, that you'll see a couple of these games that were shown here. Hey, give us back Taloon.
No.
No. And of course, thanks to all the runners and everyone who participated.
Oh, let's see. Who can we raid?
Well, if we're looking for Dragon Quest, right now what I see is Ouija doing testing. He's not really speedrunning.
Well, to be shameless for a second, does anybody want to see DQ1 one more time? Since I didn't get this, because I was doing commentary.
I'll watch it as I fall asleep, and I'm only going to be up for like 5 minutes. I'm going to crash, and it's
Sure.
going to be hard, and it's going to be wonderful.
I'm gonna have no choice but to be up.
Salty runbacks.
Lefkin, you did wonderful for having never ran the game before.
Yeah,
I know, you picked this up
It's
quickly
very
and had a
solid.
decent time.
Yeah, that went quite well. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna stop this stream, and I'm gonna start my own, and wherever you guys decide to go is up to you.
Okay. You're gonna stop the stream.
Yeah, I do have to stop the stream if I want to start.
Well,
Sorry,
guys, before he signs off then, thank you guys again for hanging out with us this weekend. Everything will be VODed, and it will be on YouTube very soon once we all rest and get some sleep and then do it tomorrow or whatever. And we hope you enjoyed the marathon. Next year, look for the same marathon. And check out the Dragon Quest I tournament that started up eventually. Don't know when, but it's eventually going to start.
I'll have signups for 2 weeks, and then we'll start it in proper.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't actually join until at least May, so.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I got that little road trip thing, so.
That's true.
And join us on our Discord server, or if you're interested in getting into Dragon Quest speedrunning, or if you just want to hang out or have Dragon Quest related questions, there's room for everyone there. And again, thanks to everyone who put the time into this. And yeah, so I guess this is where we're gonna have to figure out someone to raid or something to do, but I guess Star needs to sign off. So if you guys got anything else to say?
Nothing from me. Join the tournament. Fun DQ1. Yay! You too can be like the count. Be like our hero, the Countess.
You too one day can become the Countess. You can aspire to become the Countess.
That's right.
And you can probably beat him with your first run without ever actually trying.
With a blindfold on.
Yeah, thanks guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks guys. Have a good night.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much. See
Thanks.
you all later.
Thanks, everyone.